The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Jerry. Jeez! Oh, my bad. You already do that, don't you? What the hell is going on? I'll see you tomorrow then. Alright, see you then. I can't wait. Okay, I'm no longer face to face. Now I can say everything I want. Not a good leader, awful person, goblin, evil, demon, ghoul. Alright, with that, I depart my club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Oh god, I'm seeing them in my mind now? Even when I'm not even looking at them, I can't escape their evil gaze. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow close to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Poem time! You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? No. For all intents and purposes, I would not. But I would be doing a bad job if I didn't say yes. Alright, special poem time. This better be for the win. Okay. No. I didn't even read it, but I don't like it. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks about my friends. Lots of hyphens. I like when Papa asks me about anything. I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa comes home without waking me up. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins into the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Okay. I don't like what this insinuates. Not in the slightest, but okay. Yeah, this looks like the average poem screen. Just the words with the two girls. I don't know. I guess I'll go with Natsuki. All right, pink. Yeah. Boom. Sugar. Bam. Bouncy. Yes. Hop. Yes. Milk. Milk. This is so much easier now that Sayori's in here. Oh, God. Here's the thing. I know that special was Sayori. I know that special was Sayori's word, okay? So I wonder what happens if I pick it. I guess it's Natsuki's now. All right. Okay, straight to the club we go. Hi, person who I have nothing but respect for. Hi again, Enemiji. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Oh, nah, don't worry. I kind of hope I did. I didn't say anything. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Huh. Oh, no, man. Hey, Yuri. You guys hear that music? That's not the same music. Well, it is the same music, but it's not the same way. Yeah, this is normal. Thanks for keeping your promise, Enemiji. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not too accustomed to it. Hi, Natsuki. I'm not glad to see you're not green anymore. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica, move the hell out of the way! Okay, I just realized, why is Yuri so big? Why are they so... They're both big. Yuri and Natsuki are very big. I just realized that. Monica's covered the... Oh, hell, I think I saw a virus. All right, yeah. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga section in our room, in the classroom. Who the hell is talking? I can't tell. I think she's talking. Is the screen tilted or am I just that confused? Monica? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. This is like giving me vertigo. I can't tell if the screen is tilted or what. I think it is. Okay, the screen, the entire screen is just tilted. They're both big. Glad to see this is happening. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. That is true. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Yeah, this is definitely crooked. I'm sorry, Enemiji. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Well, I'd rather put the poem in literature first. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read? Well, can we share poems first, at least? I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. This is like making me like sick, just because it's tilted, and Yuri is very big. What am I talking about? No, Yuri has always been big, and the club has always been at a 45-degree angle. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just feel like, well, as vice president and all. Wow, you're really shoving this in my face, aren't you? I get it, you're vice president, and I'm the leader of the Weegenaries. We all have titles we like. Titles. That I should help you get started on something you might like. I'm gonna say this right now. This is like somehow way less uncomfortable than when things were normal. Is the club getting more tilted? Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Oh, to keep my attention? You're making fun of me now? This is great. I love this. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? You know what's awesome? You know what's actually awesome? I was kind of exaggerating how uncomfortable the game was making me, but I'm gonna be completely honest. The game was actually starting to get me pretty uncomfortable. This is the best game I've ever played for doing this. This is great. I sent my guy to hell, and I'm no longer uncomfortable anymore. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew, well, you can read at your own pace. Can you size yourself down a bit? Your big old forehead's clipping off the screen. I look forward to hearing what you think. Okay, back to normal! Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. Natsuki! You okay? Oh, not the closet, no! I don't want to be in this closet. You looking for something in there? Okay, language. Thanks! Thanks, game, for making the highlight for the text bigger, and now I can really read it. She never puts my stuff in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? I won't say anything bad about Monica, Natsuki. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. I'll do it! Why not? I'll read some freaking yokai cats right now. What we got? We got book 4? How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. I've just walking around my whole life. I got a birthmark that just says manga across my forehead. That's probably why we haven't seen his face. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst the stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Hey! She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? Hell is that? Some kind of loser stuff? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or just simply terrible. I haven't heard of it, so it must suck! If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass of that door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was a tone of voice. Wait, but I'll tell you one thing, Anamiji. Alright, welcome. Oh, God. Thanks for the hot tip, Natsuki. Hey guys, make sure to don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm sure exactly what. You're gonna show me why you can't trust a book? Okay. She shoves the book right into my hands. I don't want this! I can't even trust it! I stare at the I stare at the cover. Crap. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Oh, Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Okay. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? Because there's desks in the way, you insignificant loser? I guess it'd be easy to be close like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Okay, sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. There's Anamiji, can't be stopped being creepy. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometime after I've already finished a series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Yeah, until one of them goes away and it's creepy. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make something for like a plot. You guys want a freaking get flashbanged by a manga? Go on Webtoon or wherever it's available and look at the comic Days of Hannah, okay? You want a slice of life story that devolves into hell? Freaking ruin your life. Oh, hi. Hi again, Natsuki. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. Okay, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. What friends are you talking about, you friendless loser, EpicWeegee? You don't got no friends. Because you suck. You know what I mean? Question mark? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. Yeah, because they freaking suck and they're losers. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in their face. Ugh, well, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser. Understatement of the millennia. So I guess I gravitated towards the other losers at the time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean... The part that I'm a loser. Hopefully the part that you said you're a loser. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. Oh, okay. Well, this is very uncomfortable. Okay, so this went from really silly and fun to really sad and uncomfortable in way too quick of a time. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. Okay. At least it's safe here in the classroom. I am not having fun anymore. I was having fun at first, but now Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Can I beat the hell out of your dad, please? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. I don't think I've ever stopped having so much fun in a game ever. Until that came on screen. Oh god. Wow, this is freaking riveting gameplay. Time passes. Oh, does time pass? Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Oh, it looks like she's starting to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! What the hell, man? Oh god, what is this freaking... Well, Natsuki seems a bit different. You okay, Natsuki? Alright, let's give this a line a go. Oh. Okay. Bye, Natsuki. I can't even think of anything, like, witty to say. I'm just, like, at a loss. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? No, I'm pretty sure when someone's eyes and mouth turn into a glitching mess and the music crumbles to hell, I don't think she's doing all right. Here, Monica reaches into a bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. Oh, that's... This just turns out to be one long Snickers commercial. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. It bangs off her head and she stops glitching. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Jeez, don't worry, EpicWeegee. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, this is not an anyway moment, Monica. Monica. Alright, Monica, yeah, I trust you. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. You feeling better? Looks like you are. Question mark? You wanna talk about what you just did? Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. Yeah, she's angry. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? I mean, that's what I had in mind when I was writing this. I want to hope you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem for me to go like, well, it's not great, but let me show you what some real literature looks like. And you wouldn't ruined it, you freaking jerk. I hope you're happy. I'm certainly not happy anymore. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're so self-important. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. Oh, I hate you. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I freaking love it. What? It's just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Okay, but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it also hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other thing, like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. I hope it brings out feeling in the last line. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through it. So you're saying it's bad? Cause you're pretentious, you jerk? Ah, so it's that bad. No, did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. No, she actually puts her hands in her hair, but frick me, I guess. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Oh, you about to say something mean about your friend? I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. Well, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? If anything, it's so good I could barely read it. I don't know what that means. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read the poem. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I kind of like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in a ghost, Jerry? Where the hell did that come from? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Anamiji. Really? I must have totally missed the point. That's not a shocker. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Did you say I spent a long time reading it? But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, because you're an idiot. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I'm glad to know that. I guess it's my good friend Monica, who I've never thought anything bad about. Hi, Namiji. Having a good time so far? No, I'm not. I'm not having a good time. Yeah, Monica, I'm having a great time. I was having a great time when reality started to shift and turn. As far as you're concerned, best friend, who I've never thought was part of a cheerleader club, you? Having a great time? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, EpicWeegee. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll need to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, EpicWeegee. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, well, I'm just a cutie pie, aren't I? Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. Yes, I do say so! Okay, I'm sorry! If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes, she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. Do you call that shutting down? This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent's growth. Yeah, okay, okay, God. Natsuki's father, congratulations! I didn't think anybody would be anywhere near as bad as EpicWeegee, but congrats! I'm gonna be waiting outside with a bat. But hey, some guys are just into petite girls. Oh, God! Oh my God, I hate that so much! I'm not having fun anymore! This isn't a joke! I am, like, actually not happy! Okay, reading it a second time, I don't think it means exactly what I thought it meant. Okay, so, in order to keep my sanity intact, I'm going to assume that means that line of dialogue is not related to what you just said, and is more related to the dad and related towards other guys in school. I don't like that either, but it's worse than the other one. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. I didn't sign up for any of this! Oh my God, can we go to the cops? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? I kind of want to just go home and, like, lie down and forget everything. Sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. EpicWeegee, can you talk about what the hell she just said? Well, that's because I don't sound confident. Well, let's read it then. Here we go! Oh, I know this one. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are they others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think? I thought it was fantastic. Can I go home? It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say it has some kind of empathy recently. An epiphany? Well, I said that word wrong the first time. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, you used the wrong two! You used the wrong two, Monica! Then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. The music is breaking a little. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in a notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their retrospective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is... cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and EpicWeegee did too. Heck yeah, I freaking loved it. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Oh, I forgot, this is when these two fight again. I'm just going through the motions all over again, but I'm no longer having fun. I'm feeling very disheartened. Which I haven't yet. And Anamiji liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yeah, this goofy music doesn't mean nothing to me anymore. That's not what you just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Anamiji appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh, I don't appreciate anything going on, honestly. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Whoa, too far. Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically... There's that line again! I did it once, I might as well be able to do it again. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Anamiji started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a bit... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look at... You really act as young as you look at... No! Okay, I'm not... I know people who play games, and me included, like to exaggerate stuff, but I'm actually very scared right now. Me? The music's a lot more goofy when it's set at 1,000 times speed. Me? Well, look who's talking, you edgy... Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Okay, I don't like this at all. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Jeez! Oh, my bad. You already do that, don't you? What the hell's going on? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the F is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Enemy hear everything you really think. I'm sure I'd be head over heels for it. I don't like this at all! Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Anamiji, she just shouldn't be trying to make it look bad. That's not true. She started it. Okay. Shut up. Natsuki. Yuri. Get away. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Oh, thanks, game. It'll be much easier to choose now that they're inches from my nose in Natsuki. Yuri. I can't even see Natsuki! Natsuki! Yuri! Monica, you want one of the options? Get out of here! Hi? Monica, I never thought I'd say this, but please, can you please save me? Hey, Anamiji. Why don't we step outside for a bit? Yes, that would be very preferable. Okay? Sorry about that. Oh, no, Monica, it's completely fine. I expected that, totally. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. Probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear, well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. Oh, God! Oh, my God, I just know. Look at the back of the classroom. Well, Monica, you seem to know how to pick your freaking wall decorations. That'll be great for Literature Club. Why is none of the teachers taking that down yet? Because that's my biggest question. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yeah, I'm rocking back and forth, too. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. Have you met that face before? I don't know why. Maybe it's just the context of the situation, and that picture in the back is not helping. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. You heard quite a lot of it, actually. Anamichi, please don't hate me. Please. It's not that I hate you. It's just I don't like spending any time with you anymore. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Okay, I think I finally pieced it together. Monica, the entire game, I knew Monica stood out and was creepier than the others for a reason. I think she's in control of that, and when she says Natsuki's gonna forget completely, I think that just means she's gonna wipe her mind. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so... Please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me to be around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. Not like that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Hanamichi. It would be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Ah! Oh, no. God. I guess Monica wasn't having that at all. I guess she was just kind of like, freaking whatever. Oh, you want some personal time? Okay, yeah, sure. Glad to see Monica isn't putting up with any crap from her vice president.